Howdy folks, Ranger Motor here, and I know I'm looking on a little different part of with the SkyBlock, but I've done a lot of work. Like I took down those, I moved them, and I have automate for this since now we got with storage, and setting up a Tom Simple storage area right back here and stuff. I'm known to be for that. We have to have those at 10 paces apart so we don't get the habit of having double items. But yeah, as you see, I put them down here. Now I might fill up this whole area, this like all four of these chunks, with miners. Like for the mining block right here, this little block here, because we're going to be needing it. But yeah, I've been working on a few stuff. We have coal coke generating up here for the stone. That's all right in here, but since all these are kind of full. But yeah, I can grab this and all that for all the extra EXP. But to continue on now from where we were working on, the basic techium here, the kiln block we need to make for this, which is blend with this, which is copper and tin. Which I don't have any molds here, like I need to get for the stuff for here. I need to get like any of type of that to make that mold. So this we can't do yet. So now we are heading down to more or with stone and with the advanced alloy tree. We already got the basic one, so now we need to make this one. We take a rock washer and that. Shouldn't be too hard. Over here I have it making crafting tables and stuff. So then I'm going to need to bring it out, buy one more, and get that all set up. Now I'm going to fix this. It's nice having that there, but half the time I forget it's there. So to make it to where I don't forget it, I'm throwing it right there. So now we have it here. So we need to make another rock washer so we can make this blueprint right here for that. Okay. See, while we're in here, I have it all working, so it's making that blueprint. Throw those in there. We don't have enough room for those, but nothing like another one can be placed up here. Oh, that time it's filled with cobblestone. We're gonna need a little bit more, but yeah, that's what I've been normally doing. Since I've been practically having these on the creative, like not on creative, they've been making on their own. Like I've automated and stuff, so I'm a little bit happy with that. Of making it sure, but yeah, as it is. This episode may be coming out a little bit earlier, only because company is coming over on Friday, which means that I won't have time for a lot of stuff. But here it is. So now we got that. So now we can claim that. Now this. Right click a block of with what? Purified. Right click a block, a mulch with saltpeter and salt. for that. But since we don't have a way to make blast brick, or we do. Well, we need this, we need that. So we need to make this one, which shouldn't be too hard. If I go to here, we got leaves. Now I can use to make a lot of dirt. Go with saplings, but I want to get those more used up for that. So I'm going to make some more dirt. I can take coal, or is it charcoal, and it's the other way around with this. Yeah, so it is with charcoal. And I have only a limited amount. Oh no, I got charcoal blocks right here. Right, like so. And there we go. Now I'm going to, yep. We need to make more of this. To make this. So I need to make some more of them. Just thinking on a few more things. Mm-hmm. Rock and richer. Okay, since we have this, we need the machine block, which I've been making a lot of. We need the other one. We need this. Should have the research. Basic researcher. Take some more of those out. There we go, we got that, so I'm going to place that there. Now, since we got that, well, we can do that purification later. So we need white stained glass. Is hue rock enricher. So I'll throw the rock enricher in there. So we're going to throw that in there. In here, we're going to need 2 of them. There's the white dye, and I just need to flicker my own lights. I think we're getting a storm, so gotta be wary on that. So be this way with it. We got 16 to make. The andesite one is light gray, diorite is white, so we got that. So we're going to make that. As I do that, I'm going to throw both of these in their respective ones. Should make some more sand, or make some more glass into sand. Make some more sand into glass. I just caught what I said and it's like weird. Cocoa so empty because it's down here. Or not all the way down here. Right up to here. Just cooking up enough of it. D by E. We got gray, and we already have light gray. Dark gray to be produced. Green poppies. So it's POPPY. I'm just trying to get that all set up as I do this. So we got that one done. Now we got this one. Oh, I made the wrong one. So now we have the end of sight focus. So I'm just flying up to here. I've also put another one up there because I was testing out to see how far I can fly up with it, which ain't really far. So now we can do this copper focus, which is orange dye, which is going to be easy to get. Because there we go. Right like so. And I'm going to have to make another chamber for the dye to go in, and the orange stain in the glass, which may come down to being for building purposes. A lot of the other ones, like, I'll try to make some stuff. As you guys know, I'm not very quite the good builder and stuff and all that. But there we go. We got the copper focus. Now, this is going to make it easier because I go to the rock washer. I can use stone for a guaranteed 1-to-1 for that. So technicalities, we are done that. That one and that one. Rock enricher. We haven't did the purifier. We haven't did those ones yet. And we've done that. Basic researcher. We're still working on with those. Now you get some multi-quest one with that. And this one, we might need to get some fizzle fuel. And yet with this, to make some bio, we need to get into the crusher. The crusher will take this, which we got some lava in that. I will take for the inscriber, which is osmium. Osmium we don't have yet, because we need to make that. Which, to make dirty osmium, yeah, like, there's a lot of stuff we don't have just yet to make it all. Okay, everyone, as you see here, I've it set up now to where if we look over here, I got the stone, cobblestone, all coming in here, which is making copper out of these ones a lot more frequently, but still giving the stone good enough time to be used, which is all going into there, being compressed down, and being sent. I'm thinking that my copper part is way too full for it all. Is my best bet with that. So I could leave it infinitely running like that for it, but you know the best part is to take that. Now this, like, all of it has water in that. Like, it's been with a lot of it there. So I'm gonna throw that in there and then use that. Now, here's hoping that I grab it quickly, which is there, which if I take this and actually throw it right there, now it's going to be filling up with copper, because it will pull it should take the copper out of there, unless if I got it wrong with this setup. Which I probably do, so I might need to readjust this by picking this back up, putting it that way. I might need to move this part at least. Okay, like that. To pull the item out, I'm going to have to probably go this way up. And like so. Put the wrench like so. I'm going to have to switch it to here. And need to change this color. Back to there. Do that. And like so. That's why. And there goes our copper pieces. Copper's being sucked out because it's been used for the other part. And there we go. We're throwing that in to make the for this stuff. So that's going, and I'll see you guys then. I made 6 of them here. I'm not making a full stack because that's going to take us a while for it. So now with this water purifier, so there, which if I go to here, we can make it. Probably going to need about a few more of these. With it. Now, then, if I take that, both of those two are done. Just now granite is with brown. With the brown one to make. Luckily for me, I have already made brown dye. There's some brown dye. We can do about 8 of them. And we need more glass. Got all these, got all that to work. So now we just do that. Then we got right here, then to going down the list. These are going to be easy because what it takes, if we go to brick and richer, it takes stone to make for that. I did a mistake with it, so I'm fixing it now, and then you guys will see. And there we go. Now it should be, there's andesite, diorite, or granite and diorite. here. Now, one for there, there, one throw it there, throw it there. There's the rest of it, and there we go. So then as I fly all the way up to here, put for all of those, which is to take this and this, fly over to here, and there. Now all of it's getting pumped into there, which then is getting put over into these sections here. I'm going to actually fix this one like so. Gotta fix this again. And there we go. Now all of it is smooth with that in there. Goes right into there. But yeah, so now we got all that done. So that's this part, and then we can do the iron focus, which takes red. And red dye, red stained glass. In here it takes black. And this one takes green. I think we can get that done this episode too, because I made this kind of slightly, not necessarily automatically for it, but enough to where it's going to get used up. Luckily I have that dye, the black, red dye, got a lot of it. So that one's into here, that's on that one, that. I can't believe I didn't do for that. Okay, there we go. We made for that. So now with this again, it's going to be like this. And then they're going to pour in there. They're going to make for the tin focus, because that's what the green one is for. But yeah, it's going to eat up a lot of them, which that's why I made a stack, because it's going to take 24 for probably about for all of them. Yep. So we got them all here, just enough to make with it. We probably got enough to make about 2 of them, which that is my plan for it, to make two of these, 2 tin ones, because last time, before the world got corrupted, on my single player world, I made one of them. I was waiting a long time to get for the tin, so I'm not going to do that now. I am just going to do that. Luckily, it's for for that. Like, I'm just trying to get it all done quickly as possibly. So I'm just going to throw each of them in there once. I do realize that to get that done, and then I'm going to put the other two in so I get two of them. I'm going to throw that in there. Because that way I can make it more. Then eventually I don't think I'm going to need to automate to be making them. To making more of these because I don't think I'm going to need them. Once I get at least two, or depending on how production goes and I need to make more of it, then of course I will do for that. But yeah, now we got all that done. Because if I go to here, so now then we need to get iron. Iron is with just a standard washer for that. Luckily we have so many of them. And this is when I thought of going a bit further ahead than usual. So I got some down. I am going to be putting this into the new spot what I have them in. I should do for this. And I'll get that set up and bring you all back. There we go. This is partially all set up. Like on how it's supposed to be. So now then I'm going to take these three for right now. Well, no, I'm probably going to need both of them. Because knowing how this is going to work. And we do this. So I take the iron piece first. I'm going to lock all these. And there we go. So that's all done. Because this one here has aluminum. I might have messed this one up again. Iron focus. And I did too. Okay, it's all set up now. I think it's all set up correctly. All I have to do is to turn that and to hook up the pipe. All I gotta really do is go like this with one pipe, like so, like that. Now I could actually even just make this simpler. Throw it at the top there. Disconnect that. Disconnect that one. Grab both of them so they're not going to waste. Shift there. And turn this on. Now it's going to prioritize the andesite first. And then it's going to pick for the other two. Since they're both kind of in the similar spot. Now this is making tin. Tin is being produced. Tin's going to fill up the first one right there with it all. Throw each of them in there. Now those are working. I'm going to have to make another 3 compressors. I could make the compressing joer. I think will work too. But I think if I make another compressor, use up some of the stone. And I'm thinking of going to grab all the stone that I have in the world and I'm going to compress it down to its highest tier. I think I can also use compressors to compress it down. There we go. 64 compressors. What's needed for that? So now I'm gonna bring this. I'm gonna bring it there, there, and there. Bring this up. Quickly do that so they don't get pulled out when I do it for this. Oh, one is stuck in there. Luckily I can do this and it should pop it into there, which it did, which is 10. There and there, which if I do this correctly first, again with this, and there. Now nickel, our tin is there. Of course, you see the problem with this. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something very simple and easy. Instead of trying to get them all to go into one, because it's never going to fill it, and I put that in the wrong spot. Luckily I still have it on the mode where I can pick it up. So I'll up it to this. And there we go. So now all these should be getting them. Then once they make 4, then I'll bring you guys back. Okay, they just got done making 4, so let's grab. Go back into here. We'll just grab out a stack. Just because we can, and eventually I'm gonna have to rework this system. I don't know if I should make it organized. It's gonna be a lot of menial work of categorizing everything and making sure it stays relatively even. My best it can, and at least I'll keep it like this. This allows me, well, it's going to be a lot of it. I'm going to actually lock that emptied. I'm going to throw those there. And that I should do is another cobblestone one. Because cobblestone, that's compressed cobblestone. Well, if I compressed it down to its other one, does it have that? No, it doesn't. So there we go. Like there and there. going to need this, and plus it's a kind of a little achievement. So that's done with that. I'm going to do this for the other ones. Oh, they got taken over. We can do that. I just have to, again, go like this. There's triple. Double is also already in there. Throw all those in. So if I do this, I'm going to grab this. There it is, there's double. Throw double in there. Grab it all out, which is now triple and quad. They're both now locked, and now both are going to be brought up to the top here. Now I've got to make sure this is in the 10 blocks from here. From this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's on the 12th rung. So we're going to need to get another one of those and put it at the top. But when it gets to the 10, and then mark that. So now these are being productive, and it's flashing with thunderstorm out in for the game here. But I do see the raw tin and the raw irons and stuff. So it is showing. I think because since it is that both of them are showing up just fine. So we're going to do that. But I do need more of the stuff, so it's going to be easy to make. But the question is if I have enough glass for it. Because I know I have enough brick for it. How about for glass? Not enough stained white. Not enough glass. There we go. We made enough now. So let's throw that right to there. There and there. And there we go. All of it's getting pumped into there, which then allows everything just to run in smoothly. Now the andesite, andesite I have more time to flow everything in there. With that, the water is all hooked up to that little vessel, which is all in the facade blocks that are here. That keeps this tank full. That helps these, and that keeps these full, which in return gets all that. Everything. I know it looks all crazy and stuff, but it's nice because this just makes it a lot easier. I love landing spot for this. So now our next feat of it is to crate it into ingots and aluminum gears. So I'm going to have to make some more multi-block solidifier. Now it is MU for multi-block solidifier. Here it is. So there we go. And you guys know for the solidifier. Okay, see you all then. Okay, everyone. I don't know what's the issue with this, but for some reason, there's chickens. Like I've slain a few of them. See? There's a chicken. I don't know how. This bird got in here. But it's been like that. Like for all around here. Like, I don't know how they're spawning. There's no grass for them to spawn. I think they might be chicken jockeys. And just the zombies not spawning with them. So now, since we got that all set up, I think now that since I do have them, oh yeah, and this needs to throw those in there. It's going to go to here to make for our black brick. See? I need a bit of the, if I go to here to, oh, I have caps lock on again. Okay. I got nuggets, there's gears, blocks, gears, there. I can turn this off for a little bit, get enough bricks, make that, and then there we go with that. I'm gonna throw those in there. But yeah, I'm excited. It's almost a few more days until the big day with it all, and who knows on what's going to be fully happening with it. But yeah, there's the ingot. Is just so I can turn back on the copper one way over here. But there we go for that. Which there, it's going to allow me to make a solidifier now. Like so. with it like so. There we go. And then we go to solidifier, throw that in. And see, that's how we make the modify one. Very rudimentary and simple, but yet efficient design. So I'm going to take that out. That's that. I need this one. So one. There's all three of them. I need to go inside here. To grab for that, we got this. So place it like so. That's copper, but that's not what we are going to need for it. Because we're going to need this, and iron. Since we got that, we're going to take that. 1, 2, and 3. Lock them. And there we go. So now I'm going to place it like so, and like so. So then we're going to need to put these like that. Should pull out the inner stuff when it comes time to. This needs to then be pulled right from there. I'm going to do that. So then it can be pulled down right like so. Anyway, everyone, this will be the ending of the episode. We're just going to get the aluminum here, iron, and tin. Here's the last one. The press line, finish. Then we're going to be starting on the kiln in the next episode. Thank you all for watching. Take care now.